on the count of 3, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dave is getting their audio set up. We're going to hop to the heads-up view.
Wiener!
Wiener! I almost missed that tradition. I almost missed it. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. Whew.
You're off.
My heart's a flutter. There we go. Alright. I have no expectations for tonight's matchup. These guys are both so blisteringly fast. They've reinvented strategy. They've reinvented the wheel so many times. I don't know. I absolutely don't know.
So Atherin Fire was one of the first people to really jump into this game and innovate, let's say, ways to butcher this mode and just get through it so fast, so much faster than everyone else. And he kept his score methods and his actual scores a secret for this contest.
Did you see what just happened? Sorry, I have to interrupt to talk about real time for a moment. Atherin, I heard somebody just missing note after note after note. Atherin was purposely bossing up his run so that he could get his health down to low hit points to proc his saving throw.
Impressive.
Wow, sorry, go on.
Well, so yeah, Atherin's out of the gate was an innovator in ways to get the parties optimal, but Pow for Damage joined this tournament shortly thereafter and has been giving Atherin a run for his money since the minute that he joined. In fact, Pow has, I think, the world records at this point. And the build that you're looking at right now, while I think Atherin knew it as sort of a secret, Pow perfected it as far as figuring out the exact perfect levels to make every character so that they could, minimize the enemy levels. And so the only real difference between these two builds right now is that Atherin has a character who is 2 levels below one of Pow's. Other than that, it's essentially a mirror match in skill and in party build.
Yo, this is going to be a close match. So, let's start by taking a closer look at Pow for Damage build and what he's got going on after his song modes here. Perfect. So, Pow for Damage, I want to talk a little bit about the build and what makes it work and kind of how it was discovered as this tournament went on. So, what you're seeing here is he's got Black Mage, Warrior, Druid, and Lab Coat, which is kind of like a Red Mage hybrid healer damage dealer. What he's done here is actually de-leveled his Druid and his Lab Coat as far as they'll go to effectively decrease the level of the enemy. And what it all boils down to is Groover, this gent right here, has an ability called Gift. And what Gift does is sacrifice his turn to give his turn to all the rest of the party members to expedite their turns. And so, in the end, even though his level is low, he's sacrificing his turn to give it to someone else whose level is higher, and is kind of getting the gain anyway. Likewise, Sarah has an ability, the one on the far right, the Lab Coat, that causes everyone else's turn to refresh, so they can take action more quickly. And so, between those two characters, what they're kind of doing is running a really low on healing build with no proper healing, and instead letting the passives of the Paladin, letting the passives of the party... oh crap, they're not even running a passive Paladin! Oh my god, I just realized that was a change to the formula!
So a couple of matches ago, people started not bringing the tank so that they could bring the very squishy Lab Coat for her refresh, but also... I'm sorry, I'm looking at Atherin's health.
I know, it's terrifying!
By design, he's keeping it all the way at the bottom so that his saving throw, which is another of the very few key differences between the Atherin and Pow's builds, Pow does not have saving throw.
So but actually, these guys' only source of healing is an under-leveled Red Mage.
Yes.
Unbelievable. That's terrifying.
Yeah, so the Paladin previously would have been passively healing over time, but they have to actively heal at this point.
Oh,
wow. With a heal over time as well. So it is Atherin is doing something very risky, and I'm not sure. I think he has to, because Pow has him beat by about a minute in the top times.
So, I mean, what you're seeing is, like, Wade, that tier 2 character on Atherin's run, he's one-shotting enemies because his health is so low that it's powering up his saving throw. So his offense is incredible, but his defense is non-existent. That's the nature of a speedrun. He's taking the greatest amount of risk he can to go as fast as he can. Wow. I'm blown away.
Well, we're going to be afraid for Atherin this entire time because of the strategy that he's chosen.
Yeah.
So some of the matches in the past, we've had players who've tried something similar with saving throw builds, some who didn't make it, and some. It is good that Atherin has the Necronomicon on Sarah, and like you said, he's going to be using that as a healing method, so he's going to ride his health all the way at the bottom and get short bursts of heals from that once per song.
Yeah.
But is that enough? Let's check out where they are in reference to one another. It's kind of a dead heat.
Yeah, Atheron's got the slightest of leads at the moment. Yeah, I mean, he's got a 5-10 second lead at the moment. Nothing to speak of yet. But I do think that saving throw is going to do so much damage at this low HP that you have to imagine it's going to give him a lead as long as he doesn't die. So, actually, also, let me say some haste chat. Some of our competitors that have been in the tournament and past tournaments are in the chat right now. Swiftmo, what's up? Tippy, what's going on? Monsterler, an incredible competitor. If I haven't called out your name before, Cool, what's up? Eliminated just in the last round. This is going to be a circus tonight. I genuinely have absolutely no idea who's going to win this thing, but I think you're going to see a world record set. I would be shocked if you don't see a world record set. And if you have questions about how the game works, anything like that, oh my god, Atheron's HP! He's not even going to bother to cure. Oh my god. Yeah, so if you have questions about the game, devs are in the chat. Actually, devs are on the call. Hi, I'm a dev, and Dave's a dev.
That was close. That was close.
Oh.
So Atheron has said that he's never actually completed a full run with this build. I don't know if that means that he's died in the process or that he's only just kind of toyed with it a bit. But it does look like...
You know what, I can't look at Atheron when this is when this is happening on Atheron. Oh god, look at that HP! It's terrifying!
Well, this might be a ploy by Atheron, who's very comfortable with measuring his health at all times, to just get more attention during the final match.
Well, actually, that's a great point. Anybody who isn't following either of these guys, you can follow Pow for Damage. You can follow Atheron Fire over on their Twitch at twitch.tv/thatthing. And furthermore, if you want to see their kind of unadulterated, uncommentary-riddled feed, you can see them playing live right now on their Twitches at Pow for Damage and Atheron Fire. They're not even a second apart right now, are they?
Danny, I'm actually unable to mod people, but Swiftmo has requested mod status if you are able to mod.
Do that thing. Got the power, except that I'm not good at Twitch. Boom, done. I'm good at Twitch. I take it all back. I'm great at Twitch.
Thank you, Swiftmo.
I'm the best at Twitch that ever twitched. You're not even... Javo says, I'm not even playing and I'm going to have a heart attack. My heart is racing. I don't know what's going to happen here. The thing I want most right now is both competitors to succeed, to win, to be the closest race we can have. And
it's dead heat.
Yeah. Both competitors just entered the first boss.
They're less than a second apart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna refresh. You don't have to. It's too early for you. But I'm gonna try to detect if I can see any difference at all.
Yeah. Which, by the way, both competitors entered the boss at minute 7. Let's talk about that. Both competitors entered the boss at minute 7. It used to be in round 1 of this tournament that entering the boss fight at minute 15 was incredible. These songs are 3 minutes long, but these competitors are going so quick. In fact, let me point out some things to look for here.
I'm so nervous because I'm not watching his stream. I don't want to know where
So, the way you can tell how close one of our competitors is getting to the boss is in this meter in the top right corner there. As this meter fills and reaches toward the kind of boss token here, each of those widgets represents an enemy. Once they kill enough to spawn the boss here, the boss is going to spawn. Once they kill that boss, they move on. As they fill that green meter, that represents their combat progress toward reaching and killing the mini-boss. So you can see the meter below it, this yellow meter, is how far they are through the song. They're killing it. These guys have invented parties that throws the game out the window, the normal mechanics. Like, this song is what? 20% done. End of song. Next song. This is ridiculous. DJ Tat says, if there's a tie, do we saw the dance pad in half vertically or horizontally? We keep it. We keep it, and we send them both a heartfelt message of thanks. Zowie Zoo says, how many players are actually playing? We started with many more competitors in the tournament. Right now, we're down to the final 2. This is the grand finals of the tournament. So when I go to this heads-up view, you're watching both competitors in real time right now, side by side. They are in the 12th-ish song of 50 right now already. And wow, they're going less than a minute per song. And they're just flying. So again, if you just got here...
about the mechanics of gameplay itself. There are 4 characters present, but they are each controlled by one person.
Yes, think of it as turn-based RPG, Final Fantasy VI, etc., Final Fantasy VII. What the players are doing, they're actually... There's 4 lanes of music and 4 heroes that own each lane. So if they want to act as the Black Mage, they're going to go to the Black Mage's lane. They're going to play some music there and cast a spell. If they want to act as the Red Mage, they're going to go to the Red Mage's lane. And based on what music they play in the lane, they can choose between any of 3 spells that they've chosen to equip for their party build. And so they're choosing between 8 heroes, between a bunch of different abilities per hero, and they've made their custom party, and they're casting spells as they see fit. So what you can see is, for example, let's see here. This enemy is a boss, and he's Water Elemental. Based on his health bar and this icon on top, he's Water Elemental, so Lightning's going to do more damage to him. So they might run over to the Black Mage and cast a Lightning spell. Against a physical enemy, they might run over to their Warrior and cast a physical ability, and so forth.
Athrun just pulled ahead. It's the first time I can see Elite. He is 2 seconds ahead.
So what are the abilities doing? Classic turn-based RPG stuff. When Groover, that older gen, casts Gift, he's actually sacrificing his turn to empower other people's passive abilities so that they act more often. When you see Saving Throw, that's an ability that actually does more damage the lower the party's HP is. And the party HP is on the side here, this red meter. And so Athrun Fire, his whole build actually is revolving around purposely letting his HP get as low as he can and taking tremendous risk to do more damage using that ability, Saving Throw. And that's why we're all really tense right now. We want Athrun to complete. And he's doing way more damage by keeping his HP as critically low as this, as you're seeing. On the flip side, Power for Damage's strategy... What's that? It is starting to, inch by inch, make a little bit of ground. And so what you're seeing is these competitors are struggling to quickly pick the right ability that hits the right weakness, keep the buffs active, keep using Gift, don't let their HP get so low they die. There's cures and buffs and nukes and elemental weaknesses. It's a full, proper, turn-based RPG, but controlled by a DDR-like music game. And so it's actually a good time as any. We're not in the middle of a boss. Oh my god, Athrun's HP! What are you thinking? And that's why he just gronked 3/4 mini boss up, down, and dead.
So because the health is by choice, he's not doing that much to prevent hits coming.
No, he's not using any turns to cure.
Yeah, but like he's not even stunning really. So the hits are going to start seeping through.
I don't think he's stunning at all.
Yeah.
No, he's trying. Yeah, no. He's trying to maintain like a 1% HP. And I mean, instead of a stun, he's one-shotting his enemies, which is kind of preventing them from attacking. But it's not flawless. You can see where his HP is.
Pal has one Athrun Fire has one advantage over Pal in that he has about 100 more hours played than Pal.
This is true.
But Pal's played for like 200 at this point as well. So maybe it is so second nature to Athrun now that he just really has it timed perfectly, knows exactly when the hits are going to come.
Yeah. Oh. Whew. Okay, so reminder for anybody who's watching right now, again, the winner of this matchup is the grand finals of our tournament, is going to win that custom Metronomicon dance pad, but you two, whoever's watching, you out there in Twitchville, can also win some free video games. Our publisher Calypso was kind enough to provide us some video games to raffle off as prizes to viewers. We also have some of our previous games that we've put out last year and the year before that we're raffling off, as well as this very game itself. And so if you're interested in winning some free video games, if you tweet a link to this thing with the hashtag Metronomicontest, then Dave, who is in chat and also here speaking on my piece, will put you in a raffle, and you'll have a chance to win some free video games tonight. We'll be doing those raffles as soon as we find out our winner.
Ow! That hurts!
And Athrun's lead has extended to roughly 7 seconds at this point.
Jeepers!
Going.
That is not. I'm going to be honest. I was expecting Pal to be in the lead.
Chavo, my butthole is already gone. I'll miss
his
it.
times are almost always faster, but I think that Athrun always has these times in his pocket that he doesn't post.
So that's one thing we were seeing a lot through our first few matches. We saw some really good competitors die doing, builds similar to Athrun. People who are crazy good and fast died taking a lot of risk. But another thing we saw is people saying, as they would win a round, they would say like, oh yeah, I won this in 45 minutes. Don't worry, I got another strat in my pocket. And people were holding secret strats that they knew about in reserve so that other competitors wouldn't see it before they got to the semifinals and the finals. They
This
were
build that we're looking at now was one such secret. In fact, the original iteration of the secret had Gwen instead of Sarah, our paladin instead of our lab coat. It had slightly higher levels, so I think we whittled it down. There are no more secrets at this point. We are seeing the
now's the
best
time.
possible build and 2 slight variations of it.
Yeah. Real Dragonic, so keyboard better than dance pad for this also. You can actually play this game on keyboard, on a controller. You can play on a rock band guitar using the frets to hit the notes and strumming to change lanes. I'm going to back up. And yeah, you can also use a dance pad. And since I'm on camera again, boom! You can use any dance pad, but we recommend the custom Metronomicon dance pad, which is so dope and big that I can't even fit it on my camera. I love this song. You're going to get to hear 10 seconds of it in this run. So actually, Athrend was the first one to reach the second boss, the boss of the second dungeon. And the song you're hearing right now is an original song for this game by Jimmy Urine, the singer of Mindless Self-Indulgence. It's called Fighting with the Melody. And if you listen, it's about a fighting game with music, fighting with the melody. And so this was a custom song by the singer of MSI for the Metronomicon, which I've been such a big fan for years. I'm stoked. These guys today are not using dance pads tonight. I believe that one is on a controller and one is on a keyboard, if I'm not mistaken. Let's watch that race game before it's over. And so, one thing that MSI hypes to follow. I agree, MSI hype. Yeah, POW's usually on a controller. Yeah, and I definitely hear some clicking of a mechanical keyboard. You're absolutely right, Zowie.
Well, I believe Athrend uses a one-handed keyboard most of the time, but I've seen him do it all kinds of ways. He's very familiar.
Yeah.
With all the ins and outs, but POW does prefer the controller. Remember the crotch cam from match 13?
Yeah, that's right, the crouch cam. Mega Ran on the Wii. Except that's not what that is. Queen, this is one of your favorite songs from the game? Me too. Yeah. I love this game. Or this song. I like this game too, but I'm biased as all hell. That doesn't count. When was this game released? This game was released in September, so I don't know, 7 weeks ago? Does that sound right? The meta is still evolving quickly. You want to see how all the custom dance pads work? You want to see it in action? There are some cool YouTube videos of people rocking crazy hard songs. One of our hardest songs is a video of Chris Person. Just killing it, like making it look easy. Because you're not just dancing, right? You're dancing and purposely picking characters. So you think of the up, down, left, right arrows, and then add on the buttons to shift lanes left and right. Pick your hero. And so, actually, it's a good time to explain. The way they're picking their abilities is if you can see how they're playing through like a blue part of that lane right now, and then comes the red part of the lane, and after that, that's yellow. So they can actually pick 3 abilities to equip on each hero. And so if they play just a short while, just through the blue, and then change, they're casting their first ability. If they play all the way through the red region, and then change lanes, they're getting the second ability. If they play all the way to the end, they're going to get their third ability. And you can put any ability onto any tier, and the longer you have to cast for it, the stronger it is. So if you want to put your cure on tier 3, it'll take a lot of beats and get harder to get to, but it'll cure for more. If you want to put a nuke on tier 1, it's easier to cast but it won't hit as hard, stuff like that. The other thing you're seeing right there that you saw, I believe Power for Damage just used, that big burst of energy, is a team attack. It's kind of like a limit break. These guys are actually, there are multiple. Right now, these guys are both using the same team attack. It's a team attack that bestows a handful of buffs on the whole party at once. It's going to make them, they're going to get to use it depending on their gear and how well they play, because that's going to determine how fast the meter fills, the meter up here. It's going to make them inspired, which makes all their heroes deal more damage. It's going to make all of their heroes focused, which makes casting spells cost less beats per tier. And it's going to make them hasted, which makes all of their lanes recover more quickly so that they can cast again more quickly without having to maybe go to a hero that they don't necessarily want to use for the moment. As I swap audio between the competitors, you can just hear it. They are tied. They're just so tied. This is incredible.
Athrend is a song ahead.
I couldn't send my support.
I thought I just heard them playing the same song. Am I a dummy?
for half a second.
I appreciate everybody being
Yeah, for real. Okay. He's some of a song ahead.
So I saw Athens actually gets so much health from the Necronomicon, or it might just be that his health pool is so low. But when he finally does get it to proc, he's getting like 15% of his health back, or 20.
Yep. Alright, so let me ask chat. Who's your favorite right now? Who do you think? Atherin Fire is a little bit ahead, but he's running that crazy low HP. Power for Damage has routinely, I think, am I wrong, Dave? Power for Damage, I think, is the world record holder right now in this mode on the online leaderboards.
I believe that is true. I also believe that, well, if Athens believes, he very frequently will try to psych others out, including myself, and he'll tell me that he has a better score than what's on the leaderboard. He's usually telling the truth. Sometimes I'm not positive. But if what we're seeing now is an indication, he has already figured out how to beat this unbeatable build.
Puuba says after no P. Oh, Puuba Danny, I'm your favorite. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Danny, have I installed Butt Touch TV yet? What? Is that where I play with my booty? And I just bounce on the pad? Like some kind of goblin? Because I'm pretty good with my butt. Make no mistake, if anyone's ever been good with the butt, Sour, please. Oh yeah, can we talk about characters and if there are any others? Yeah, Chad answered you a bit. Cool answered you. Cool is one of our competitors that was just eliminated in the semifinals. Guy's a madman, super good at this. So he can, and actually, you know what? Let me drop a link that people may find interesting. It's my chat, right? I'm not gonna get timed out. Look at how good I am at Twitch. Let me drop a couple links that people might find handy. If you want to learn a little bit more about the game that we're playing right now, then that is a link to the game on Steam for those who are interested. But a little more interesting, I'm also dropping a link to our Metronomicon wiki where you can read all about equipment and abilities and heroes and things. So the game is kind of a proper RPG with story and cutscenes and all that. Yeah, what you're seeing right now is as it happens, as this tournament has gone on and people have kind of min-maxed the heck out of it, this is the build that people are finding for this mode, for Gotta Go Fast mode, seems to work the best. But in the main game, there's story songs and side quests and arena challenges, and this is a cheat code hidden special tournament mode. Different parties for different things, definitely, but this particular mode, because the prize is on the line, is being min-maxed an awful lot, and so you're seeing these 4 heroes. You cannot ban the broadcaster. Darn! Somebody get rid of this guy. This guy's boring.
One full song ahead of Power for Damage.
Whew. I guess proud of me. I haven't sung at all yet tonight. That's pretty cool, right? Like, I usually sing along a lot. Now, I almost did. You heard just the start of it there. Alright, so let's talk a little bit more about this particular build. We've talked about the basics of it, but one thing we haven't talked about is Atherin Fire is very intentionally keeping his HP low to maximize that ability saving throw he chose. It looks like a lot of his strategy is revolving around saving throw, the choice of that one ability.
So cool.
But additionally, one thing I wanted to talk about is passives. So all of these players are picking what they want to cast, their primary abilities, by moving between lanes and choosing how long to play. Boss fight! Boss number 3. Methods by Goss. What is the current world record? Right now, the world record for this mode, because what you're seeing is actually just a very small facet of the game. You're not seeing any of the party equipment or cutscenes or story mode or even the free play. You're watching the 50-song cheat mode playlist mode. But the world record for this mode is, yeah, I believe it's just shy of 30 minutes, but that's game time and we're doing RTA.
It's actually about 28 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So what is that in real time so we can compare? Do you know offhand, Dave?
Yes, I do. It is, I just got rid of the email. It's about 35 minutes.
Okay. So we're on pace, I'd say?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We absolutely are. But no, the real world time was 42 minutes. That was for 28
I've never heard that. Frieza asks, so is it Pow for damage or Powford? A mage. It is Pow for damage. But I love it. Fendura, is there a way to tell what song they're on? Well, if you're playing this mode, because this is like such an extremist mode, you've probably got some experience. I can tell you right now, they are both on song 31 out of 50. There's not, no, this is actually a hidden mode that's hidden in the game. You can access it from the start menu by typing in "gotta go fast." What we're competing in for the tournament is actually a cheat code. So gotta go fast. But right now, yeah, song 31 out of 50. So these guys are making crazy time. Help!
The song is called Buccaneer. It was called Buccaneer, but after
It's over. Because these guys are maniacs.
Pal's still playing Buccaneer. Athrun is now playing musical chairs.
Sonic the Hedgehog? I like this song a lot too. I like our soundtrack. Alright, so I'm gonna shill. I'm probably gonna be the only time I shill. If you're interested in the already, I'm gonna put my face on for it and everything. It's gonna be the only time I shill during this match. If you're interested in buying this game, it's purchasable on GOG and Steam and wherever video games are gamed, and also the soundtrack's for sale. And if you want more challenges and DLC, that stuff. Actually, it's a good time to say, and it's less shilly because I hate sale and everything. If you're interested in DLC, there are song packs you can additionally buy. We've got some chiptune song packs, some indie game song packs. We have a new DLC coming out this week. And one of the additional prizes that was revealed tonight for this tournament, actually, is that in each of the DLC packs there's additionally gear that you can unlock. More gear, on top of the normal story gear. And whoever wins this matchup tonight is going to have a piece of gear named after them in next week's DLC release.
The assumption is that it will be something along the lines of Athrun fire the gear or Pal for damage the gear, but I think we'll work with them a little bit to tailor the name of it to make sense and be something that they're also proud of.
Yeah. Sour, please. You know you can't type that. I'm not gonna and have me not say it. Sour, please. Next guy, you love rhythm games? This looks amazing. Thank you so much. Dave and I, who are currently doing the commentary, are two of the devs. Also, just to call them out, in chat right now, somewhere in the crowd, Indy Davo was a producer on the game. And so, yeah, definitely give Indy Davo a what's up. And Dave, who's on the internet in this headset, I don't know, Dave, what do you do for this game? Real quick.
The other half.
The other half.
I primarily test all the stuff that Danny makes as he makes it in real time, and I also made all the sound effects and essentially the sound designer. And what else did I do? I don't know. I helped write the story.
You're really good at butt touches.
I didn't ever touch any butts, but
yeah,
I did
you say
write
that now,
story.
but like this game wouldn't be where it is today without that. So you know, thanks.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. Also, Cool points out that I'm the voice of Ralph.
Yes, you are the voice for Ralph. So yeah, dev guy, sound guy, QC guy, producers in the chat. Connor's been helping us out. Spread the word. Thanks, Connor. All the other people in the chat are the bestie lovers of our life. And there's some previous tournament competitors in chat. We've got Tippy, and we've got Cool, and we've got... sorry, if your chat name's not on my screen right now, I know your name, Monsular. I just don't know if you're in chat right now. But who... So this is the big... We've been calling it the Big Wiener Tournament. And if you've been defeated, you're up there smiling down on us from Wiener Heaven. We hoard our way to create this game. We did. Oh yeah. No, we're nothing if not promiscuous game devs.
Just want to say thank you again to Connor for helping us get on the front page of Twitch. Queen of the Seas' is Wiener is smiling pretty.
Oh yes, she just had your Wiener Smiles Rest down from Wiener Heaven. Another competitor in Wiener Heaven. So, correct me if I'm wrong right now, Dave, do we have a one-song split? Almost exactly.
Last I checked, it was one song.
Hold on.
So let's go Team Attack.
No, these guys are tied. Apologies, I'm throwing a quick refresh on both the stream to make sure we're absolutely synced as we approach the final stretch. So, as you see, those white screens never happen.
Athrun is one full song ahead still.
Hashtag promiscuous game devs. Hashtag Metronomicon. Hashtag booty love.
Extra crispy.
How much of a time penalty is it if Athrun dies? So the way we've been running the tournament so far is that it's whoever gets the furthest, the fastest. If Athrun dies, Pau will only have to complete his run to win the tournament. And what's looking like now is Pau can absolutely come back. We've seen people swing faster, comebacks from this far. But yeah, Atherin right now, it's his to lose if he dies. As I have both audios on, I apologize.
But yeah, it is absolutely possible for Pal simply to pick up the pace and beat Atherin. The split is not that big. But certainly if Atherin dies, Pal will automatically win, but he's likely to continue the run.
Jeepers, this is crazy. My brain is shot. It doesn't even work anymore. Extra crispy? Where's Elric? He's your only buddy in Wiener Heaven Square. That's true. Both Elric and Cool competed in Wiener 1, which is a tournament for our last game, and Wiener 2, which is a tournament for this game.
Now, Swiftmo competed in Wiener
Metronomicon.
1. Swiftmo competed in Wiener 1, but he did not show up for Wiener 2. Except for to be in every match and say hi in the chat. And Jamie Antics, who was in Wiener 1, almost showed up for Wiener 2, but was not able to make it.
So, another thing worth mentioning, actually, for people who said they like rhythm games, the game actually is playable in 3 difficulty levels. The combat and the RPG mechanics are kind of balanced the same across all of them, but if hard looks really crazy to you, and these guys are playing hard mode, but there's easy, medium, hard, and that'll change the choreography difficulty for all the songs. So, if this game looks daunting now, for example, with what Power for Damage is doing on screen right there, you can always tone down the difficulty of the choreography and still retain all of the kind of rich complexity and strategy play of the RPG mechanics. So that you can kind of, if you like RPG, then you're best, picking clever builds and hitting elemental weaknesses and keeping your buffs alive and curing. If you're better at music gameplay, you might be better suited to pick gear that, there's gear that does more damage based on how long the streak is, or does more damage based on how accurately you're hitting the notes, things like that. And so you really can pick, if you're better at song play, pick the song-driven gear. If you're better at RPG strategy, turn down the choreography complexity and pick strategic ability choices, heroes, and gear. And yeah, then kill some bad guys. Christmas DLC, walking in a Wiener Wonderland. I am keeping a secret what next week's DLC is, just because I always keep the secret what the song packs are going to be until they come out. But it looks like, I will say, we are going to have just a small little friendly Christmas DLC also. That'll be coming out additionally before that hits. That being Christmas. I don't know why I would be vague about the fact that there's a Christmas. Anti-Panda, what if you suck at everything? If I don't believe you suck at everything. I believe that you've been the inspiration to me in my life to date, and that the fact that you think that makes me sad. But if you do suck at everything, free play has no fail mode, and like any RPG, you always can level up, out-level the enemies, and kind of take it that way. If you're bad at Final Fantasy VI, level up and crush the bad guys, right? So might not be a speedrun approach, but play it like you play an RPG.
Danny's last chance, just about to mention the hashtag Metronomicon contest.
Say it. Do it.
Well, someone else just did, but yeah, tweet anything with the hashtag Metronomicon contest in the next couple of minutes before Power for Damage kills the robot yacht captain here, and you will be entered to win some prizes that include video games that are fun.
The Barco Bot. Alright, well, let's take a look at the remaining Barco Bot. So we're at the boss 4 right now. Let's say we'll give it 60 more seconds. 2 minutes because of stream lag. If you tweet right now, hashtag Metronomicon contest, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a video game tonight. I've got a cup full of raffle tickets, and so hashtag Metronomicon contest. Shoot a link to us right here on Twitch for the final 10 songs. We're in the final 10. We're here on the moon. Barco Bot is down. Robot Boat Captain is down. Hashtag Metronomicon contest to enter the raffle for free games when we're done.
I thought that we were stopping the hashtag.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I imagine it wouldn't be clear to everyone when the fourth boss was coming. So I'm saying, like, let's say 60 seconds from now.
Okay.
Fingers crossed for Wiener. What's up, Karina?
Take that.
The what? So, this game's in the what bot? Asks Barco. Yeah, now I catch why you're asking. Yeah, in Spanish, our translators translated the robot boat captain to Barco Bot, and that is my favorite name for him. So in my mind, he's the Barco Bot. Let's take another look at Athern Fire. closer look at this gentleman. I'll never get used to it. I don't care that his build is purposely low HP. It makes me pucker. Like it's winked out of existence. I don't have one anymore. Barco Malarco. Are the winners going to be announced at the end of the stream? Yes, Swiftmo. We are going to be drawing. I've got my raffle
is a 3-man rotation
right here for everybody who's entered in all of our matches gone by for the first 5 drawings. And then anybody who has entered tonight will be eligible for one last 6th drawing that we just decided to do tonight. And so if you haven't entered tonight, there is a 6th drawing that you... Well, time has passed. Sorry. If you haven't entered, you're not entered. Sorry. I'm putting work on Dave by leaving that door open. He's collecting all the names. Apollo, you're going to name your firstborn child Athrun Fire? Am I going to have to change my kid's name? No, my kid's middle name is Danger.
Double in.
The song is Lost Love. You're hearing Lost Love by Miney Sori, who's been a, thanks to her, I'm sure she's not in chat, but she's been a big proponent of the game and helping us push word. She is a popular Swedish artist. Thanks, Swiftmo, for the links, by the way. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. You need to stop being a slack ass and get this. It's one of the only one of our games I lack. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks, Karita. I thought you were going to say it's one of the only games you lack, and I was just like, I envy you. That's amazing. The song here right now is by J Punch and Shelly Harland, but J Punch was actually the artist who was kind enough to do all of the original music for all of our cutscenes, our menu music, our win and lose screens, all that. So J Punch has a handful of songs in the game, and additionally did all of the original music for the game, which obviously in Gotta Go Fast mode you're seeing just like all battle all the time. It probably doesn't look like much of an RPG with the all battle all the time, but Gotta Go Fast mode, gotta go fast. A good mod would link some prawn for you too. Yeah, no, shrimp is delicious. I get that. That makes sense. Sour, please. Yeah, you have a Zowie, you have a sticky note over the HP bar to comfort yourself. That makes sense. Athrun has 1.7 mil less score than Pal. Yeah, it's nature gotta go fast, right? The faster you go, the faster the song ends, the lower your score, instead of vice versa. So gotta go fast mode's weird that way. Song is you're now hearing Israel by Christopher Hogue. Christopher Hogue is actually the gent who was kind enough to do all of the choreography for the composer, the music. Sorry, I think choreography when I think our game. For our first 2 games, Weaponographist and Concursion. So all the original music in those 2 games are by Christopher Hogue, which you're hearing right now. Sour, please! Swiftmo, sour, please!
I just did a secret.
MGS Master 2, what is going on here? Right now we are running a heads-up tournament between Athrun... Well, the final 2 competitors are Athrun Fire and Power for Damage. It's a speed run through 50 songs of our rhythm RPG, the Metronomicon. Metronomicon, it's a rhythm RPG. There's a bunch of heroes, you pick your party, you assign them abilities and gear, you level up, you fight through a story, cutscenes, and you control the combat. It's a very turn-based RPG, kind of Final Fantasy VI inspired, but you control it through controlling 4 tracks of DDR rhythm music gameplay. What we're doing right now is a 50-song playlist, back-to-back, no breaks. Every song has a whole bunch of enemies and a mini-boss. You spawn the mini-boss by killing enough enemies. In this mode, whoever kills enough enemies and kills the mini-boss first, that song is just over. Normally you get to kill more, go for bonus, unlock bonus songs, story, cutscenes, get gear, loot drops, etc., level up. Right now, whoever gets to the mini-boss first and kills it moves on to the next song. Whoever can get through 50 songs the fastest is going to win. You're actually looking right now at the grand finals of a tournament that's been going on for about a month. The winner of the tournament, I'll hold it up one last time. Well, one last time before I announce the winner. Love the breakdown, thank you. Well, actually, Dev, nerd, so I've given this breakdown, but they're going to win, the winner of this tournament, a custom Metronomicon dance pad. Any Guitar Hero control works with the game, and most dance pads, but this custom dance pad is the absolute sexiness. Here it is upside down. Whoa, and right side up again. I'll give a better look at it once the match is over. But they're going to win both that custom Metronomicon dance pad as well as their name in the game on this next week's DLC patch, which is going to add new songs and new equipment to win.
I gotta tell you, Danny, my heart's kind of pounding.
No, actually,
We're getting really close to the end.
MGS, this does work for Mac. This game is for PC and Mac. And so, yes, if you're interested on Mac, you are good to go. Actually, other cool stuff is just, like a week ago? God, time flies. Like 10 days ago or a week ago or something, we just put out UGC support. So if you have songs on your computer that you want to play because you don't like our songs, you just want more, you can actually choreograph your own music. You can share what you choreograph with other people. Any song you choreograph gets its own leaderboard. There's DLC packs of new songs. The base game is 50 songs with a full story mode, 8 heroes, like 64 abilities, and 150-ish pieces of gear. Yeah, UGC DLC, video games, play them, they're fun.
We are very close to the end. Athrun is far ahead.
Barco, what controllers are these guys using? I believe one of them's on a mechanical keyboard and the other one is on an Xbox controller.
Danny,
Personally, I use
it's the
both.
last song.
Oh, whoa! I'm missing the last song. Is it happening? We're at the final boss.
Pay attention, man.
It's so fast!
It-
Wow! We're at the
seconds
final
away.
boss! Athrun's on the final boss!
Seconds away from Athrun Fire taking this.
So as soon as Athrun defeats his boss Flavius, the alien king.
Die, please, die.
Great, man.
No!
He typed done in his chat,
Yeah.
but I need to see it.
No, I saw it.
Alright, that's crazy.
Base
my God.
story is 50 songs, yes.
Did I just do it?
You just did it.
Athrun,
Holy shit!
Barely.
Oh my.
Barely. Pow is starting on the boss.
we have a new winner. And a new
my
leaderboard! Hold on. So let's give it a second. Let's chat about it, but let's give Pow his due. He's closing out the final song. I want to remind everyone, this was
I'm not gonna
50
tell him
songs, and these guys are like 30 songs apart. So Athrun is our winner. We have a winner. Let's give Pow a moment to complete his run. He's going to be like 30 seconds behind at 50 songs. That's how good these guys are.
Because he's going to think he won because he hasn't heard that he lost
Nice guy. It is
close.
4 characters being played all by one player, just like a classic party turn-based RPG. Think, Final Fantasy, etc. There are 4 lanes of music. They're using the left and the right bumpers on their controller to change between the lanes whatever they want. Whatever lane they're on, that's the hero they're controlling. Whatever music they choose to play, that's how they select the
Danny,
ability.
we have Pow now. We need to inform him. Athrun beat you by just a little bit. He was a
couple songs ahead.
Just a little less than one full song ahead, but he beat you.
Whatever lane they're on.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Wow,
that was.
That's definitely the way you're supposed to do it. Like,
That
it
was
has to be a
amazing.
resource.
Oh.
Well,
Tell him how close I was to die.
wow, you guys
Tell him
were.
how close I get to die.
Oh no, I'm sure you did. I mean, I saw Monster last week. Like but like
was
health is a
walking-
resource, and if you don't spend it at all, it's you're losing out on some
Yeah.
efficiency.
You're
And
not wrong.
And the idea of getting a 20% health for free just means you can rotate the other lanes faster.
Yep.
But the risk is, of course, that you're sitting at low health the whole time.
Yeah, I got so lucky. I got so lucky to not die. There were so many times when I got hit right at the end of the song, which restored my health,
Yeah.
so I was even safer. And then overcharging gift is actually a huge increase.
Yeah.
So I was overcharging gift because I was only running a 3-man.
I want to point everyone's attention to the leaderboard right now. Athrun, Fire, and Pow for Damage are the 1 and 2 on the leaderboard for this gameplay mode. For Gotta Go Fast. For anybody who doesn't know what they just saw, Gotta Go Fast is a cheat code mode. They're the 1 and 2, and Athrun just set the world record for Gotta Go Fast mode.
Wow.
Pow,
Good
well
game,
done,
man.
man.
Good
Well
game,
done.
dude.
Before we all by the way, hang out. We have prizes to give out both to the competitors and to people in chat. But before I get to that, let me just say, Pow, you reinvented the way people played this game like 4 times over the course of the tournament, debuting new party builds. So congrats to you too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, prior to this this round or whatever, like I made first place every tournament match until this round.
Yeah.
Like I was putting the first place score in there.
And
I mean,
this
we
will-
had
and this will get
first.
beaten.
Sorry, what?
I guarantee this will get beaten. This time, we'll get beaten.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and definitely with we couldn't use DLC equipment and different equipment. Definitely adds some slight tweaks to the build.
So, Athrun, how's it feel?
Yeah.
How's it feel to be the world champ?
I honestly, I didn't know if I was going to win or not because I didn't have his stream up, so I didn't know if I was ahead or not. I didn't know I had won until I got to the leaderboard at the end. and I had set the new best time.
Whew, my heart's still racing, and I wasn't competing tonight.
I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. My heart was beating out of my chest.
Yeah, me too.
The entire thing.
We couldn't stop commenting on how low your HP was the whole run. Well, so let me say, both you guys, congrats. Let me get to some prize stuff, and then we'll chat a little bit more. Pal, congrats. Atherton, congrats. Freddy, because I'm giving shitty views of it, but I've got yours will be pristine and unwrapped, but I've got my dance pad here to show a little example of what the winner wins. This is my dance pad. You can't have it. But it's too big and sexy to even show. It's glossy, it's hard, it's heavy, it's the nicest dance pad I've ever owned. Precision Dance Pad makes it. It's really nice. Additionally, Atherton, if you want, let's talk offline later. We'll figure it out. But I have an idea. I'd like to name a piece of gear after you as the winner of the tournament. And kind of have a challenge that's going to be in next week's DLC that's kind of inspired by.
That's awesome, dude.
Dave, let me ask, well, before I pull these first 5 drawings for winners for free video games, do you have the raffle ready for the 6th? And I'm going to let you take care of that one.
Well, I do actually have the winner for that, but if during the course of your raffle you pull this name, if it's someone who has...
Yeah, we're not going to do repeats.
Won, I will raffle again, unless you just want me to go first.
No, I'll go for it first.
Okay.
So, alright, so these first 5 draws, we're going to do 5 draws, and everybody who gets drawn is going to win 3 games. They're going to win our first game, Puuba's first game, Concursion, Puuba's second game, the Weaponographist, and also Tropico 5 Complete, which is Tropico 5, the strategy game, with all of its DLC, which was generously donated for the purpose by our publisher, Calypso. And so you can see, here's all my, I'm not looking, the first name I'm going to draw 5 of these, is Isharia. Boonk. You can't read it because I printed really small bits. But Isharia. If you're not in chat, we said you can win because a lot of these people hung out time and again watching matches, and we wanted to make sure we were including everybody who's interested. But Isharia, if you're here, you won 3 video games. So I'm going to keep it quick because if people aren't here, nobody likes cheering for someone who's not here, right? The next name, number 2 of 5, is... I pulled 2 names, but we'll count that as the second and third. No, one of them was blank, so I chop up paper bad. Ather and Fire!
Blank ones.
Ather and Fire, you got a couple of video games coming your way. There's no reason the Grandmaster shouldn't count. We've got third one, Quest Stopper Work. You can't read any of these on my camera. My camera's great. Quest Stopper Work is the third one. Hacks rigged. Hashtag rigged.
Rigged.
You did tweet a lot.
We've got, yeah, so we were saying, every time you hang out and retweet, you get a new entry. And so, rigged by virtue of hanging out. We've got Tetsuma. Boop, Tetsuma. I know Tetsuma. I've talked to him for a little bit of tech support in the past. Double Wiener.
Tetsuma, I don't remember that name in the entries.
And then, a fan favorite, we've got Cool for the 5th one. Boop, Cool in chat. Cool, congratulations.
Cool who entered the
Tetsuma, Sharia.
2 times per match, without fail, Cool entered.
Whew. Oh man. So I suppose, before I let you guys have your closing remarks, Dave, do you want to pull our last winner, which is it's going to be a slightly different prize. It's going to be a copy of Concursion, Weaponographist, and this game, the Metronomicon. So whoever wins this next draw is going to get 3 games by Puuba.
Well, I did the drawing right after we killed the Barco bot, because that was when the cutoff was. I actually waited a minute and did it then. And the winner is Aubrey Angst.
Cool, Aubrey Angst, congratulations. I see you in chat. Aubrey, congrats. Aubrey, if you have Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. I'm at PuubaDanny, the same as my Twitch channel.
She has Twitter. That's how she entered.
Oh, right, of course. I'm a dummy. Hit me up on Twitter, or I'll hit you up, because I have it, because you tweeted it, and I'm a stupid, dumb dummy. And I'll shoot your prize. So, Aubrey, congrats. Aubrey Angst. So, I guess back to the competitors for a sec. Pow, Atherand, one more time. Well done.
I do want to say something.
Yes, please.
When you started talking about the prizes, and the fact that we were on the front page, I actually had basically his build queued up, ready to go, and I went to a black screen, while after I'd already started streaming, I went to a black screen and changed to saving throw.
So you're saying you were gonna have the same build, like what the build the meta dictated, and you decided because of Twitch front page you had to go
because of
bold.
all the hype. I got into the hype. I got into the hype, and I was like, I gotta do it.
I knew that's what it was. That's what, if you listen to the replay, I said to Danny right when you started taking all that damage in the beginning. I was like, he did this because we're on the front page and he wants more attention.
See, I was waiting for the opposite. I was waiting for I didn't even have the thong in there, which brings you back to life if you die.
Yeah.
I was waiting for I was going full balls to the wall, but no front page.
Yeah, no, when you think about it, we're only a minute and a half apart, which spread over 50 songs.
Yeah.
Is not very much.
Ridiculous.
You're talking about just
Just
averaging less than a couple seconds per song difference.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, I had never completed it with this build. I had died on heavy artillery without completing it, so I didn't know if I could do it or not.
Holy crap! Well, I guess, pal, do you have any before we inscribe your name in the clouds in Wiener Heaven? Do you have any words?
Oh, good game, good competition all around.
Awesome,
from beginning to start. The that's definitely the right build. I didn't want to take the chance. I didn't practice it either. But after seeing the saving throw in Monster last week, Monster didn't have the levels though. The levels right.
Yeah.
And even I have level 29 Sarah, which is only a half level difference, on the average, which I'm sure makes a little difference on some things.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that
it could be the
couple
difference between
seconds
the kill
on boss fights and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
It was nice because you can start out the fight if it's a lightning enemy with saving throw.
Yeah.
Which is beat saver.
I was sure at when you started, I forgot for a moment that you were using saving throw for everything and that you were relying on low HP. And so the first thing you did right out the gate, song 1 of 50, was you purposely bailed on a ton of notes and missed to get your HP low. And it was like, what's happening? Malfunction, he's dying. The pressure got to him. He broke down.
I forgot that I had to do that. I forgot to start out that way. I normally start out by just bailing all the notes, and
I don't even know if you have to start out on that, because your health's going to drop over time anyway.
You do.
Do you run it on tier 1?
It's quicker. It's quicker to drop your health right at the start of the first song.
You're running saving through on tier 1.
Tier 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If it's if it's tier 1, then you got to use it all the time, and you definitely want low health right off the bat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Monster ran it at tier 2 when he ran his build.
Okay. Yeah, I ran it tier 1, and so I had to tank my health.
Yeah, otherwise it's relatively worthless at the start.
Yeah. Athrun, we've been chatting, but before we part ways, and in fact, before I give you your last word, we've got a fair number of viewers, so let me remind everyone, if you're interested in seeing more by Athrun Fire, whether it be this game or anything else, check them out over at Athrun Fire directly. If you're interested in checking out Power for Damage, that guy's over at Power for Damage. And so that having been said, Athrun, do you want to give the final words of the tournament for the moment?
I just really want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody in the competition, and everybody did an awesome job. I had a great time. So thank you, Danny and Dave, and the rest of the guys at Puuba. Great game, great competition. Good job.
Well, thank you, man. You made it look good. We're nothing without you guys. Seriously, thank you. I mean, everybody in chat, everybody who played and was gracefully eliminated, everybody who invented a new strat or reinvented the meta, everybody who's on the leaderboard on screen right now. This has been awesome. This has been I think you guys all had fun, but as a dev, I had a ton of fun watching you guys reinvent our game. I thought it was great. So seriously, thank you. I'm sad that this